Hi everyone, and welcome to the next video in our positive cash flow playlist from Knowledge Base. In this video I'm going to take you through my value at my research, which is powered by APM Price Finder. Now once you've found a potential investment property, what you can do is access this tool to get a desktop valuation estimate, have a look at comparable sales, get a full history on what this property has sold for previously, but also potentially how long it's been listed as well. So on the homepage, to access this, simply click on My Value, My Research, and it will launch the APM Price Finder platform. On the left-hand side, you'll quite quickly notice if you've done searches before, it will list your last few searches, which you can click on to order a property report. It will default to the state that you're in. So I'm based in Queensland. It defaults to that. If you want to search interstate, simply change that before you begin your search. A few tabs here to give you the opportunity to search by different criteria, but I find the best thing to do, if you've got an address already, you can simply start typing that into the address bar at the top, or you can copy and paste. Now, if it doesn't find the address automatically for you in the drop-down list here, like in this example, simply just click back, delete a couple of words, and then it should find the actual spelling that's registered in the database. So once you select the address of interest, it will change to property report. Simply click on the search icon, and it will order a property report for you. So quite quickly, I'll be able to see my target property. I have the ability to look at any current and previous pictures from other listings by clicking on the camera icon here. You can also access floor plans, look at a property map and street view as well. Market estimate is provided on the left-hand side, which is powered by APM. A confidence score is also provided here. Now, depending on the state, you'll be able to get access to owner name information, possibly even contact details such as email address or phone number. Not available in all states though. And then as you scroll through the report, you'll then be able to see things like the sales history. What was the property previously purchased for? What date? By who? Phone numbers, again, only available for some properties in some states. And then you get for sale history. So you can see exactly the real estate agent that's listed the property, if it's changed price, how long it's actually been on the market for. Scrolling down further, you get access to for rent history, property features, so you can even update the number of bedrooms if you need to. If you know the property's been renovated but hasn't sold previously, you can obviously update that information there. Property description, land valuation information. So that's only available in Queensland. So if this was a house, you'll be able to actually get access to land valuation history, which is going to be pretty useful. Zoning information, nearby planning and development applications is built into, so you get an idea of what has been applied through to council within a 2-kilometre radius of your target property. And then finally, you've got some suburb stats. So you can see the median price. You can hover over the graph itself and get actual numbers. You can then also click through the price segment charts. So have a look to see the price brackets in terms of what's sold, and then also the ability to look at the peak selling chart. So over the last 3 years, which months seem to have the most sales. Now that's a basic property report, so that just really gives you a full history on the target property. But if you want to have a look at comparable sales, let's just say that the confidence score is not very high, or you believe that the value is not on par with what you think, then what you can do is access the research tools, and you can use either the sales radius search, sales for street, or sales for suburb, and really get an idea of other comparable properties and what they've sold for. So if I do sales for suburb, you just simply click on it. It will then launch some criteria for you to fill in. So I can opt to have the photos displayed. It defaults to the last 6 months worth of sales, but you can obviously change that. And then you can also then indicate, all right, well, I'm looking at my target property is a 2-bedroom. I'll do 2 bedrooms and it's units only. You have an advanced options filter as well. So if you wanted to search by land use or zoning, you can actually filter that down further. But let's just look at 2-bedroom units within 6 months, hit search. It will then either load up your results or perhaps I need to fine tune it. So it's saying that I've got no results. So maybe I need to go back further and then hit search again. Once it finds some results, it will default to the map view, and I can see now that I've got a few sales. You can click into the numbers and it will zoom in and show you those properties. You can click on the property itself, the icon, and then get some information on it. This map, obviously, you can move around. You can change it to satellite view as well. And then you've got some extra tabs here. So if you want to just get a quick summary, you can see that, okay, over the period that I've selected, I can see that there was 202 results. Highest price paid was 3.95 million. You can see the lowest price, average, median, and get a total as well. Auction summary on the right, there is an auction clearance history tab as well. And then you get some growth charts as well, having a look at median price and number of sales over a particular period of time. Now, as you scroll down, you then get an itemized list of all those properties. So you can then untick any that are perhaps not comparable. You can click onto each of these properties, have a look at the photos, get a property report on each one. You have some tools here as well, so you can just order the property report, show a map, look at the street view, etc. So once you have a look at the comparables that really suit your target property based on the quality, you can then update the results, and obviously the summary will update accordingly. So if you were just interested in getting some quick suburb stats, so you can then click on Suburb Flyover. This just helps with more of your research and due diligence, just get an idea of what's happening in the area. So I can then quickly see this particular suburb goes back to 1998. I can see all the sales that occurred for units in this case. I can change this to house if I want to, or vacant land even. You can click into a specific year and then drill down on those individual sales as well. So you get to see what the growth has been. Sales and growth charts again, so similar to the charts that I showed earlier in the video. We then have some stats here, age of population, family composition. So you get some demographic information from the census. So this was last updated back in 2011, but we'll obviously get the current information from the census this year, hopefully later in the year or perhaps early next year. Now, if you need to print any of this information on every page, you'll have this print page and export options facility, and you'll get a few options there. In some of the other ones where you get an itemized list of the properties, you can even export it into Excel and then sort that data through Excel itself. So that's my value, my research, just a quick run through. If you'd like any more information, obviously feel free to watch the training video that we recorded from the previous webinar. Otherwise, you can always contact your portfolio manager. So look, join me in the next video. I'm going to take you through Property Analyzer, and we'll crunch the numbers just to work out whether a property is in fact cash flow positive.